In this episode of Nature in Your Face, we're headed to the beautiful land between the lakes in Kentucky to see bison, elk, and other amazing animals.
Nature in your face! Alright guys, we're in Kentucky. We're heading to the beautiful land between the lakes. There's all kind of stuff there. We're gonna see if we can go to the Bison Prairie and Elk Loop. It's a pretty sweet place. It's a gated, fenced off area, but it's huge, and you drive through it, and there can be elk, bison moving across the road, just taking massive dumps on the road, which is not really the highlight, but the animals are. We're also gonna see if we can get some reptiles, birds, turtles. You never know. This place is pretty sweet, so come along for the ride and let's see what we can find.
The land between the lakes National Recreation Area is a man-made peninsula that sits within 170,000 acres of lake and 300 miles of beautiful shoreline. The LBL is a place that is dedicated to conservation and education. The Elk and Bison Prairie is a 700-acre enclosure where the animals can roam, graze, and breed freely, with some of the animals even being used to restock wild populations. Alright, we're here. Welcome to the Elk and Bison Prairie. Let's do it. Now we just pay here and we get to drive in. Alright, well we definitely timed this perfectly. As soon as we entered the gate, we had to stop because this big guy is blocking the road. Just chilling right here in the middle of the street. Man, he's regal, impressive animal. And look over here, we got the herd. Like everybody's here ready to party. Now they're making their way toward the road, which is awesome. They're wagging their tails, smacking flies, grazing on the grass. Right now I am out of the car, and you're allowed to get out here. You just can't approach the wildlife. Then obviously they don't want you getting too close and becoming one of those boneheads on TikTok or the news getting gored by a bison. So you're not going to see that happening to me. Look how beautiful these animals are, just doing their thing. There is a sign here that shows what can happen if you do approach them. So we're not going to get jacked up. Check out this big male here. He's got these sores on his legs. It's because it's mating season right now during the summer. So they fight a lot during breeding season. And these guys seem to just be carrying on business as usual. Dropping deuces. Calves. Feeding from their mothers. They really don't care that we're here, which is awesome. So we're not disturbing them. They can just roam freely in the 700 acres, so that's epic. Look how close we're able to get to them. They're just walking right up next to the van. Some of them got some sweet hairdos. What's up, girl? Where'd you get your hair done? So the bison, they're actually the largest land mammal in North America. And they can get up to 2,000 pounds and run 35 miles per hour. You do not want that charging after you, so we're going to stay near the vehicle. And they're actually the national mammal in the U.S., so that's pretty cool. I mean, at one point, there were 60 to 70 million bison, roughly, in North America. And now they're saying we've brought their population back up to 200,000. I mean, that's sad, but hey, at least we're doing something. That's why we got to support conservation, so. Alright, we found the elk. These bulls are out here grazing on grass. Now these antlers are nowhere near the size they can get. Here we go. We got some big boys here. These antlers can grow an inch a day and weigh 40 pounds. That is a crazy amount of weight to carry. Look how beautiful they are. These guys are related to deer. They're in the same family as the deer. Obviously they get bigger, like up to 800 pounds. Just under the moose though. They don't get as big as the moose. I think it's so cool they just walk around, do their thing, fight, get to mate, you know, during the regular season. This is a really cool shot, just watching them graze with the sun in the background. Alright, so we found a herd of females or cows here. Obviously they're easier to tell, distinguish from the bulls. The bulls get the big antlers, the females do not get antlers at all. These elk are from Elk Island National Park in Alberta, Canada, and they even breed the elk here, and then they'll send them out to other states to be released into the wild. So that's pretty cool that they're, you know, it's not just a place to come see elk, they're actually giving back to the elk population. They're helping with conservation, which is awesome. That's why I love this place. Alright, so that was cool. Now we're going to go explore some other parts of the land between the lakes and see if we can find some herps. Alright guys, so land between the lakes, awesome place. Already producing. We got the giant bison, got those awesome elk. I couldn't believe the herd of bison was just moving through there. But now, in the woods, flipping some logs, got a slimy salamander. And these guys are lungless salamanders in the Plethodon genus. But the slimy, that's no joke. My hand is super sticky. It's a defense mechanism. When they get touched or an animal tries to eat them, they produce this super nasty slime that protects their skin. But they're beautiful. They got these silver flecks all over their body. Such a cool salamander. I'm just going to put him back under this moist log right here. It's getting really hot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm sweating profusely. The humidity is horrible. But hey, it's Kentucky. It's the middle of summer. What are you going to do? So, check them out. Another cool find. Check it out. We got a big male black rat snake here. So this is our first snake in Kentucky. When I first picked this up, it was nothing like this. It had a bit of an attitude. Obviously, I thought it was going to get jacked up. I smell horrible. This thing has must all over. But now, I mean, he's super chill. You would think I brought this pet snake here to let it go. It's just completely relaxed. Look at this. Not wanting to bite at all. There's a lot of really big rocks laying around, like concrete pads. There's a pump house behind me, so I'm not sure where he's trying to go. We're going to release him, let him go on his way. But this is what's really cool is when you treat these animals with respect and they realize that you're not trying to kill them, I mean, they just chill right out. Look at this. This is super cool. Bring him a little bit closer. All right, let's let you go. On your way. Just like that. There you go. Alright, so I'm just chilling next to this beautiful red cedar tree. And I was flipping some more rocks down there and I came across this tiny spotted salamander. It's all black with those little yellow spots here. So this one right here is pretty young, but I imagine over here where I found them, it gets flooded pretty often. So there's a lot of moisture down there, plenty of food for this little guy. Little mole salamander hiding out underground. Man, they're fast for little sallies. And a lot of people, this is cool, they think they're lizards. Anytime I show a kid, they're like, look, a lizard. But, I mean, they're actually related to frogs, for those of you who don't know that. Which, that's really cool to see an amphibian that looks just like a lizard. But they go through that larval stage, which separates them from the reptiles. Look at them. Yeah, I'm going to put you back. Just chill out. Another cool find in the land between the lakes. Alright guys, so we saw some turtles basking when we were flying the drone over here on a log. We're going to see if we can't sneak up and get one. Maybe get a baby there a little slower. If so, we'll let you know. Alright guys, we got our last animal for the trip. A little hatchling Mississippi map turtle right here. So this one's probably a few months old, but it's still got the soft, squishy shell. It's going to harden over time. You can see it's got that ridge, the spiked ridge on the carapace there. Very indicative of the map turtle. Still got the serrated shell. Super cool little species here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, Land Between the Lakes.
Kentucky. Got to see the bison, saw the black rat snake, the salamanders, the elk, and now Mr. Mississippi map turtle. We're gonna let him go, swim on his way, and just like a happy turtle, time for me to head out. So we're gonna let it go, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Nature in Your Face.